Hello, this is G Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest VII! Since last time, I got another happy hat for Maribel there, so now everyone has one, and we can use our cheap abilities as much as we want without worrying about it. Also, along the way, I picked up a Madcap, actually, from Lucky Panel, where I got the happy hit. I used the Buckingham casino there to do that, since it has less total items that could potentially drop than the one at the Haven does. There's nothing I want to get from the Haven Lucky Panel there. Okay, so before going to the Cathedral of Light, I want to fill up my Bestiary with the enemies that can now be encountered on the overworld. Normally, I would want to start working on my vocations at the Haven there with the tablets, but Sir Mervyn is so close to finishing up his vocation that I want to do some of the overworld a little bit first, and then we'll go over to the Haven. So let's look for new enemies, starting with this guy, Mad Moai, and Charmor. Nice. Two enemies that I wanted to get. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go Sword Dance, Multi-Fists. We can use Zap, though Charmor has a little resistance to it, but I think we'll be fine there. And then Maribel. Let's see. So Mad Moai is immune to Bang and Crack and is strong against Sizz spells. So I can't really use Maribel's multi-targeting spells, but I can use the Magma Staff. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. If it works, great. If not, well, then the battle would have taken longer there. Let's see. Charmor is strong against Frizz, Sizz, Bang, Crack, Whoosh. They can cast Bound, use Flame Slash, Hatchet Man, and Harvest Moon, while Mad Moai could use Boulder Toss and Dazzle Flash there. But yeah, nothing too much to worry about. Okay, there's one more new enemy around here. If I can find it on the overworld, great. If not, I can find it in other enemy domains later. But so far, I'm not seeing them. They can probably be encountered with other enemies on the overworld, if I can't just find them directly like this. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Okay, we'll either come back to them later, or let's see. Yeah, or I'll find them in other regions. Okay, so let's go over to the Arca next. There's nothing exclusive to Emberdale. Okay. Oh, these guys look new. Starting with Compost Mantises. Is that supposed to be a pun that I'm not getting? I don't know. But in any case, these guys have no resistances that I care about. So how about we go Weird Whacker on these guys? But otherwise, these guys could cast Fuddle on you. And they could inflict confusion also with their physical attacks. But otherwise, yeah, nothing I'm really worried about there. Easy enough. Okay, anyone new in the immediate vicinity? No? Okay. I think there are some more new enemies. Oh yeah, quite a few more enemies, including the one that I missed at Ballymaloy there. So at first, what I'm doing to fill up the Bestiary is I'm just looking for the enemies that I can see on the overworld. And if I can find them easily like that, great. If not, then I'll move on to another area where maybe they do spawn directly on the overworld. But alright, here's another new guy, Ginormous. Okay, so this guy is immune to Whoosh and strong against strike abilities. So, yeah, I think we can go Weird Whacker. How about you bring some Sizzle to these guys? Good enough. I could have also had Maribel use Weird Whacker. That would have been okay. But yeah, these guys can cast Frizzle and Zap, and they can also use Muster Strength. I think I heard the sound effect there or something. Ooh, let's see, is that guy one that I'm looking for? I'm not sure. I think that's just the Wyvern from before. Yeah, that's just him. Okay, never mind. Probably no more new enemies that I can easily see on the overworld. So I'm just gonna kind of randomly go around until I find what I want. Okay. There are actually quite a few more new enemies around here. Let me try... There's another region. Yeah, there's another region to the west there. Yeah, how about we get our... Where is it? I do still have the flying carpet, right? There you go. Yeah, let's use that. So sometimes if you're having trouble finding enemies in one of the domains, but there's like another domain around. So like there's this area, but then there's the area over here. You might have a better chance of finding the enemies you want over there. Let's see, is this guy actually one of them? No, this guy is. Here we got Necromancer. Yeah, I figured those guys were just the swingers from before. But, okay. With this guy, they are strong against crack, and that's about it. Okay, let's see. You got Boulder Toss. How about we go with the Thunderbolt Blade? And let's see. Do I need the Magma Staff? No. I think I might want as much damage as I can get. Let's go with Kaboom! I'm surprised I remembered to check the other domain here for enemies more easily found. Usually that's something that's like really easy to forget. Like some islands have multiple sections to them where you'll have different enemies sometimes. Okay, so I see 2 of them. Usually within a given domain, there's 4 enemies that you'll see on the overworld. And there's another one, Gigalump. This guy I could have met up with around Ballymalloy, but I didn't see them. But okay, so let's see. These guys are strong against crack and immune to whoosh. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we can go with Weird Whacker there. And how about a good sizzle on them? Yeah, see, Maribel's really keeping her MP up as we're going through all this. Thanks to the Happy Hat. Could give her a Madcap. That's one thing I sometimes do with Aisha there. But I didn't get it from Lucky Panel before. Okay, one more new enemy around here. Or at least one more enemy in this domain. If they're around at all. Yeah, unfortunately we can't just move around with the flying carpet and see the enemies. But, okay, I think that's everything around here. Let's see. Okay. Where am I on the... Oh, there I am. Okay. Yeah. Well, there is the area by... Yeah, let me get out of the forest area so I can use my flying carpet. There is the area by Bolgio's mansion. Let me see if I can get over there. Although I think that's still part of the same domain as before. Even though it's kind of cut off. Well, no, it could be different. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check out over here first, and then I'll check the other side there, if needed. It's probably the same domain, though. Okay, yeah, this is just the same stuff as before. Let's get out of here. Yeah, fortunately, most of these enemies are fairly easy. let's get to the other side then. Though I think it's still going to be the same stuff. Okay, we got 2. Well, at least it's wide open. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Nah, this is the same stuff as before. Okay, let's move along then. Okay, next domain we got around Faraday, where for some reason all the people have disappeared. I don't know why. Maybe I should check the, the Institute of Optometry over there. I don't know if this guy's new, but I know the purple guy is. Wide load wyvern. Okay, I like that one. That's a good one. Okay, let's see. This guy has no resistances that I especially care about. Let's see. Mervin's probably not even going to get a turn, but let's see. Could I use Knuckle Sandwich? Yeah, he has no resistance to that. And let's go with a good Kafrizzle. So let's see. This guy doesn't have any spells. He can use Stomp and Flame Breath on your party, but that's about it. Nothing that I would really be worried about there. Okay, let's see. There's one more new enemy around here, if they spawn. But yeah, let's go over to the Institute over there. After fighting another new enemy, Lucifer. Okay, let's see. This guy is strong against Whoosh. Let's see. Can I use... Yeah, we can use Knuckle Sandwich. That'll be fine. And so Mervin's got to be getting close to finishing up Armamentalist there. There we go. And just when I got all the new enemies around here, I think, too. Yeah. Okay, so now, yeah, let's get over there. Actually, yeah, let's take the flying carpet. It's a long walk. I don't think there's anything over there, but maybe something could explain why all the people are gone. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't actually think about this when I was practicing earlier today. Okay, so... Oh, not even Ellie's here? Oh, wow. Like, everyone is gone, even the remains of... Oh, well, there is that one robot over there. That's... Anything on the backside? No? Okay, I thought I might have been able to read something on the backside of that guy, but... Man, whoever did something to the people here, yeah, they were quite thorough. But yeah, I have no idea what the point of all the people disappearing here is about. But in any case, okay, so we finished Armamentalist for Sir Mervin, along with 2 other intermediate vocations, which means we unlock the hero vocation for him that I would really like to get him started on. That is going to be his final vocation there. So yeah, you can master any 3 intermediate or advanced vocations to unlock hero. Like with Alster, I did Gladiator, Paladin, and Champion to unlock the hero vocation. I do eventually want Ouster to switch back to Champion, but I'm going to wait until Sir Mervin learns Scorch there. Until then, we've got more work to do. Let me see. Probably want to bring up Sir Mervin there. Yeah, Gabo's a little behind on HP because of the Beastly Priest vocation that he's working on. Let's see how much Gabo needs. Oh, only 9? Okay, yeah, I'm going to want to finish this up before I do some of the Haven tablets there. Okay, so we got all these guys. Let's go over to, let's see, the Wilted Heart. We got a couple regions, or domains, that I could check up around here for new enemies. No, I've seen those guys before. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen them. I like how Gabo just, like, hovers around the ground. Let's see, I've seen those guys before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those aren't anything new. Seems odd that they wouldn't have anything new here. Ha ha. Would have been funny if I still got into a random battle anyway. Oh well. Okay, is there a way I can get out of here? There we go. I was like, am I screwed? Okay, how about we start over here and work our way east to the other domain. Yeah, I forgot we actually got like 3 enemy domains here with new enemies, starting with this guy, Grotworm. Okay, so this guy is strong against crack and immune to whoosh. Oh, right, Sir Mervyn. I was like, wait a minute. Where'd Gabo go? Yeah, I moved Sir Mervyn up because of the new vocation there. He's got a lot more HP. Okay, then Maribel. Yeah, we can go with Sizzle on these guys. So let's see, these guys can use Chilly Breath or Freezing Blizzard, both ice breath type damage. They are considered both a dragon or undead enemy. Well, and undead. Oh, wow. Lots of new stuff for Sir Mervyn. Do I... Hold on, let me check his inventory. So he learns Insulatal there. Do I not... Yeah, I don't really need the Savior's Staff on him. That must have been a holdover from a previous test run. Yeah, the Savior's Staff casts Insulatal for free, but yeah, we don't need that for Sir Mervyn. I think before I was using him in different vocations by this point, and I didn't have Insulatal there, so that's probably why it's still left over there. Okay, so in any case, yeah, we got all that going. Okay, and we've got another new enemy, Bomb Boulder. See, no... Let's see. Yeah, no elemental resistances that I care about. He's got a little bit of resistances, but nothing more than, like, 25%. So, until we get Scorch for Sir Mervyn, use the Thunderbolt Blade. And I don't think I need Maribel to get in damage here. But if I can with the Magma Staff, that would be nice. Oh well. That's fine. Let's see. Bomb Boulder, they can use Kerplunk to revive their allies upon sacrificing themselves. Oh, did we not kill the guy? Oh, okay. I guess we do need a little more help then, huh? Yeah, nearly dead there. Bomb Boulders can also use Focus Strength. And gain another level. Alright, very nice. Okay, what else do we got here? Mad Moai. Okay, there's probably one more new enemy that we can find around here. Or at least in this domain. Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, Sculptrice. There we go. These guys aren't going to petrify me, are they? No. No, that's another game, viewers. Damn cockatrices. Okay, let's see. These guys are strong against crack there. I think we can go with a Weird Whacker this time. Not very lucky with the Magma Staff today, but in this case, I don't think it matters. It might. Or not. But yeah, these guys can use Chilly Breath or Death Dance. Or Dazzle Flash on you. Okay, I think that's all the new enemies we're gonna find here. Let me try the third domain they got here. Although it might be the same as this one. Okay, we can start down here by... Oh, yeah, by the bridge there. Alright. Okay, I am looking for an enemy that looks like a well. Okay, there's two of them, not the well. Oh! Ooh, 4 liquid metal slimes. Do I have, No, I don't have, I was looking for Blade of Ultimate Power because it ignores defense, including against liquid metal slimes. I was also kind of hoping that we might be able to get... what is that? Another... The next upgrade to the liquid metal slime. Metal King slime. Hey, there we go. Yeah, maybe I should have brought the demon spear for Maribel. I'll bring it out the bag. But yeah, I wasn't thinking about that with her set up there. Oh wow, 3 liquid metal slimes. Holy cow. Oh yeah, speaking of level ups, I had a whole bunch of those Seeds of Life stashed away since Maribel rejoined, and I gave them all to her because she's, in the long run, she's going to have the lowest HP modifier of the final vocations that I'm going to use. So even though, like, Gabo has about the same HP as her, once he's done with Black Bishop there, he's going to go back to a vocation that has a much better HP modifier, and I need as much help from Maribel as I can get. Man, I didn't really expect to see that many of those guys. Okay, so... Yeah, I want to get out a couple items here. Let's see, the Sands of Time. Now that we're running into metal enemies again. And let's see, there was the Demon Spear. Did I hold on? Yeah, I held on to it. Good, good. Yeah, let's get that over to Maribel so she has at least something she could do. But we're just going to keep that in her inventory for now. Okay, so I've seen, I think, 3 different enemies on the overworld here in this domain. Okay, there's the 4th one. Okay, that's it here. Yeah, there is a damned well that you can find, but they can be found in other areas. Yeah, so I won't worry about that for now. Okay, let's go by the Roamer's Camp area. I don't think we can zoom directly there. You could either go to La Arca, I think. Yeah, that's reasonably close. El Ciclo's probably even closer. But I will see what I can do. Where'd my flying carpet go? Oh, there it is. Oh, right, it got moved because I got out of the Sands of Time. But, okay, yeah, we can just head on over here. And let's take a look around. Lots of new enemies here. Starting with this guy, Night Shift, and Beastly Priest. Nice. Okay, as far as resistances go, let's see, they're both strong against strike abilities. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to use Boulder Toss or Multi-Slice on them. Oh, right, you don't have that. Okay, then just go... Yeah, they have no resistance to Zap. We'll go with that. Okay, you get your Multi-Fist, and then I think I'm going to use Frizzle here instead of Kaboom. Nah, Kaboom would be better. You can go with that. That's fine. I was thinking of using Kafrizzle on one of them. Probably would have dealt the same total damage there. Let's see, so Night Shift. Let's see, I think those guys can morph into a copy of one of your party members or something. I don't know exactly how that works. But the Beastly Priest has a lot of spells like Crackle, Oomph, Swoosh, and Lightning. But nothing too extraordinary. Let me see. Gabo. Okay, you're still on... Oh. Vocation rank is Evil Altar Boy. Nice. Okay, but anyway, we got, well, at least a couple guys here. I think there's still one more that we can find, or actually a couple more I think we can find in the region. Yeah, there's still a couple more. And there's a few different domains for the whole island and everything. Okay, what do we got? No, we already seen that one. Ah, there's one. Cerberus! Very nice. Okay, so those guys are strong against crack ability, so I'll probably want to use Kaboom here. Okay, let's see. Those guys... There is nothing remarkable about them otherwise. Hey, there we go. Well, you get all those slash abilities back. Okay, I think that's all the new enemies in this domain. But I'm still waiting on Gabo. Stop talking! Okay, let's go... Yeah, I think there's like a few domains around here that might have the enemy I'm looking for. Okay, let's go around here. Can I sneak through here? Yes, we can. Okay, let's start down here and work our way up then. Let's see, so there's... Yeah, one more new enemy that I'm looking for. If I can find them quickly, great. If not, I can find them later. What was that over here? No, that's not the guy. Okay, that's 3 of the enemies that we can find here. Yep, that's all of them. Get out of here. Yeah, a lot of these enemies can be found in multiple domains, so if I can't find them right away, I'm just going to move on to another one. I think this is a new... Yeah, this is a new domain. So, like, anytime you get a different map on the island map, zoomed in there, you know it's a different domain. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay, I'm going to move on to something else. Okay, what else do we got then? Oh, not a whole lot, actually. Okay, let's go to Notagen. And I think this would be the last of the regions, at least the early ones, that I can easily find. What am I looking for? Small fry. I think that might be this guy. Nope. Yeah, we got lots of fire breath resistance. Okay, I don't even remember what these guys look like. Is that it? Yeah, that's probably it. There we go! Small fries! Okay, so these guys are highly resistant to fire breath, which I suppose makes sense. So we don't want to use Scorch. Let's go Thin Air. Weird Whacker. I could use Boulder Toss, but sick 'em, Gabo. And then Maribel. Probably Sizzle. They, oddly enough, don't have any resistance to Sizz. Or if they do, it's not very much. Oh, there's another enemy. I don't think I've seen them before. Let me check it out. Well, it didn't have a new enemy, but it did give me another vocation level for Gabo to learn Kazing. That'll be really nice for him. I think these guys might be something new, though I don't... Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are. Or are they? Oh, yeah, those were blistering bloaters that we met up with back at the Malign Shrine. I thought they might have been something else, but... Okay. There's still more enemies for us to find on the overworld, but now that I'm done with, let's see, Beastly Priest. For Gabo there, I want to switch him to another vocation instead. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I need to pull it out. Let's see, we got the Reshabarak Heart. I want Gabo to start working on that because it has immunity to ice breath damage, but I think you gotta max out the vocation to do that. I'm not precisely sure how monster resistances work, or monster vocation resistances work. So, yeah, let's get that. Where are you? Yeah, so I'm basically only using well, maybe not only, but mostly using Reshabarak to get the ice breath resistance, because Gabo has a hard time getting that from his armor, other than like, yeah, like heavy armor, or Metal King shield, but he could use the help. It has decent strength, pretty comparable to Slaughtomaton as well. Okay, so everyone is on a vocation that they're going to be sticking with for quite some time, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, now I think we're good to go to the Haven. There's also a lot of enemies that you can find on the ocean as well. So I will be looking for those next time, but for today, I want to get started on some tablet grinding at least. Let's see, I think there's 3 more left for me to go through. Okay, so yeah, let's get something else. Okay, and then, let's see, towards the end here. Okay, yeah, we got this one. So I'm gonna go on through here, collect all the treasure along the way, and I'm just gonna skip to the end with the boss. Alright, we're back, and I made it to the end here. Fought about 25 battles, I think, here. But now, we've got the Super Key Horse for boss time. Okay, what do we got then? Probably Sword Dance would be useful. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I'm not even going to bother to buff up here. Of course, if I could find Multi-Fist, that would make this a lot faster. Oh yeah, we got Sword Dance and Scorch going for Sir Mervyn there. So we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, just use whatever you want. Yeah, all of these guys, or at least the regular ones that I was fighting earlier, they died of basically anything that I would do that would hit everyone. Oh wow, this guy's actually taking a little bit of time to kill there. So much the better. Ow! Quit it. Are you gonna do anything else? Die, apparently. And for defeating him, we get a Super Seed of Agility that I want to give to Maribel there. Yeah, that'll help her out. Okay, so get that over to her. Terrible gain from a Super Seed. Oh well. I gave Sir Mervyn's Thunderbolt Blade over to Ouster because now that Sir Mervyn has learned Scorch, I want Ouster to switch back to Champion there. He'll be better suited for that. But a drawback of Champion is that their free attack that hits all enemies is Thin Air, and a lot of enemies are going to be resistant to it. But that's fine. We'll have other ways of dealing with enemies if they are strong against it. Mostly I want Ouster as a champion for the massive strength boost that you get, not only for the modifier, but also when you've mastered champion, I think you get a bonus of 25 strength or something like that. Every vocation has some sort of passive stat boost like that when you master them. I think Rishavrak has something like that too, but it's like plus 15 or 10 or something like that. Not quite as good as Slotomaton, but still decent, at least there. But alright, yeah, we got a couple new vocation, or yeah, quite a few new vocations going for everyone there. So these are pretty much going to be my final vocations, although I do want to eventually finish off Slotomaton too. For Gabo eventually, but I want to master Rishavrak, hopefully before we get to Orgodemir. I've still got a couple tablets to go through, and most of the remaining enemies on the overworld are in the ocean at this point. But I'm not precisely sure where they all are, because there's a lot of different domains in the ocean, and yeah, the game isn't exactly obvious about where those are, so I'm probably going to need to sail all around the world to find them. But, well, you'll be able to follow along if you're playing with me to find them in the same location, because you'll be able to see it on the overworld map on the bottom screen there. Can we catch them all? Find out next time on Let's Play Dragon Quest VII. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.